My biggest, I think, struggle when I was going was just that I had currently ended a relationship with my triad, and I was just questioning a lot about how I practice poly and really needing a sense of community and just validation. And so, like, during the retreat, it felt like as soon as I got there, I immediately froze up and I was like, I don't know what to do with myself. Community, what? I have to socialize. This is scary. But everyone was so welcoming, and like just the experience that I had was just a whirlwind. It was a whirlwind of things I just did not at all expect I would get. It was support, it was comfort, it was validation without even realizing it. I think like towards the end of the retreat, my big aha moment, I reached out to somebody who was talking about struggling about picking how they were like wanting to date somebody. And I was like, when do you know you want to date somebody? And they looked at me and they were just like, I think because you're asking that question, you already know the answer. I think at that moment, I knew not only the answer, but everything that I had come for the retreat trying to hope to achieve, I had already achieved. I was like, I don't need validation. Validation came on like day one or day two. It was just already there. It was blanketed in like the community that was presented there. And there was no sense of like me questioning myself or me trying to like deep dive into like, oh, what about this? Or let me explore that option. It was just like, no, I am a very complete whole person. I am beautiful the way that I am and strong. And thinking back that like what my intention was to receive was not at all what I got because I already had that. And my entire experience during the retreat was so much more. It was really crazy. So I was really reserved about sharing. And when everyone else started sharing, I was hearing all these stories that really rung true to me in all parts of my journey, of parts that I've been through, parts that I was currently struggling with, parts that I was like, oh, I don't even know how to tackle that, but it's been on my mind. And I think by the time I started to feel comfortable about wanting to open up, I was thinking about like, oh, what did I come here for? Oh yeah, validation. And then I was like, well, what do I need validated? And I was like, well, nothing, because I have already been like sharing and hearing all these stories, and like I know what everyone is going to tell me and I feel what everyone's going to tell me. They're going to look at me and be like, why are you asking that? I don't actually need to ask anybody because the entire journey from like getting to the retreat to feeling like I did want to open up and share, I was like, oh, I think I already got what I needed from myself during this retreat. And I actually don't need to share because I feel very whole and full. Like through their stories, through their struggles, it was like they were validating everything that I was like questioning and scared of. And like all the advice other people were getting was advice that I was absorbing. And I was just like, by the time I was like, okay, my turn, I was like, well, no, I already have all the answers. Everybody has already shared these things. And I'm like, no, I feel validated. The somatic experience was, it was intense. Like, I was sitting there and I was like, I am doing these things and they make me feel silly, and I feel a little surreal that I am doing all these things. I don't know what to feel. I know you can feel anything, but my brain is like checking in every 2 seconds of like, are you doing it right? Are you not doing it right? I have no idea. I don't know what right is. It's not something I'd ever experienced before. And I think the more that we did it, the more I tried really hard to just like act as weird and silly and crazy as I wanted to be. What would that look like? This is the space. This is like people you may not ever see ever again. Maybe that's a comfort there that like they're not part of your everyday life. And I think as we continued to do them, I really leaned into that. And I definitely found like peace and healing. There were moments where I felt things and I was like, that was very strong and powerful. And I don't know how to process that because I don't think I'd ever felt that way. One of the moments was when it was the pushing exercise. We were holding each other's hands and each of us had to push. And at that point in time, I knew immediately that I did not want to go first because I immediately recognized that there was a lot to unpack. When we were doing the thing and it was my turn to do it, I felt that hesitation. I felt myself kind of recognize that hesitation. And I think by that point, doing enough somatic sessions, I was able to really separate myself and look at myself and be like, okay, why are we feeling this way? And let's kind of sit with these feelings. And maybe they don't have answers right now, but it's good to recognize that there are some really strong feelings here. And when I was pushing, I felt the experience of wholeness and just happiness because I could see that they were holding their own. They kept encouraging me, push all you want. I can take it. I can handle it. And when that release was coming, I saw that we both released. It was this connection that I don't think I'd ever felt before about like someone being a very strong, reliable foundation for me. And that was crazy because I am the fixer, I am the helper, I am the motivator, I am the one that helps people stand. And so just having somebody be able to support me like that was very moving. And it was very, very heartfelt. And I still think about it. I'm just like, this was so powerful. I want to just carry this with me and be like, I know how this felt. I want to feel that feeling again. And it was really amazing. When I feel uncomfortable, when I feel embarrassed, when I am like questioning like little things about my body, I'm like, no, I'm just gonna let bodies do what they do. And I feel like I embrace myself so much easier because of it. I am feeling overwhelmed or I'm feeling really scatterbrained. I just need to pause, center myself, feel those feelings. Again, not have answers for them all the time, but just embrace how I'm feeling and then reconnect again. And I think that has changed a lot with how I deal with life, honestly. My biggest struggle is figuring out what to eat. And I think I enjoyed not having to think about all of the ways that I need to take care of myself and my body because everything there was like tailored for us and to take care of us so we could focus on our healing. I was scared and unsure and didn't even know if I would like even get picked, but like if you're even thinking about it and you're reading the information and resonating with how you want to feel this way and you want this impact and you want this healing process, absolutely do it. Don't question it.